You're listening to the Actors Resource with Alice Kwan, a podcast for actors and improvisers, with interviews from entertainment industry experts.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Actors Resource Podcast. Today, our special guest is Chris. Chris Blair is the founder of Candivan. He is a Bay Area filmmaker, producer, improviser, and teacher. In 2010, he co-founded Endgames Improv, San Francisco's most popular comedy improv company. He is also a creator and player in the Bay Area's sellout improv show, Your Effed Up Relationship, which has been running every Friday for the past 6 years. He is the creator of several film productions, including the web series Tragedy Club. He also currently teaches at Endgames Improv and at UC Berkeley. So welcome, Chris.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you doing the censorship of the name, keeping this PG-13.
Well, let's just say I had experience before and I decided let's not say the full F word to keep it PG-13 this time.
Good move. Bring in all crowds.
Yes, all crowds, yes. So Chris, can you tell us a little bit more about your background and how you started Candivan? What is Candivan?
Sure. Candivan is a streaming site similar to something like Netflix or Prime, but for really low budget filmmakers. It's a way for filmmakers to get a start, to create ideas they want to do and have full artistic control over them. And it's also a place that viewers can come in and interact with the site and actually vote for the content they want to make. They're the ones who decide what shows we make, what shows continue. So it's a little bit more of a meritocratic sort of streaming site.
What was that word again?
A meritocratical.
I can tell you teach at Cal because of your big word. What is that? I can't even pronounce it. What?
Well, of being a meritocracy, which, I'm going to assume it's meritocratical, but I mean that I could be 1,000% wrong on that.
Okay, got it. So it's like people can be involved and vote, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's one problem with some places that are a little more creator-centric is It's really hard to bring an audience in because it's mainly going to be other creators coming in and putting up their work, and no one is seeing each other's work, which is one of the most frustrating things about creating something is that you're not getting an audience.
Yeah, you want your stuff seen for sure, right?
Absolutely. There's no bigger frustration than spending all your money making something and taking all your time making something and then having 10 of your friends see it, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. How are you bringing audiences into Candivan? What is different about your model that can bring the audiences in?
So one is that the audiences get the control over what they watch and what they pick. So everyone gets to be a producer here. It's not some network executive making these decisions, but it's actually the viewers who get to make the decisions.
Before it's even produced? Before the show's produced? Or do you...
Yeah, a little bit for both. We do have some shows that we're going with from the start that we picked that we just thought were like these emerging filmmakers who seemed really awesome. But yeah, at this point, it's viewers who get to make the decisions of what shows we renew, which shows we make from this point forward. So we really want this to be a place where the viewers do have complete control.
Cool. So it's a streaming site. It's going to be a streaming site similar to Netflix or other streaming sites, but more for the independent filmmakers. And you're starting off with some shows already, so people have something to watch. But moving forward, any shows coming up will be decided upon by the audience. So the audience will decide, yes, let's continue this show. Yes, let's produce this new show by voting. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Audience will have full control over that. And we do have some Candivan in-house shows, which will be heavily interactive. So a lot of like fun things like a stand-up competition where viewers get to decide who moves on. And a
That's
lot
cool.
of like where viewers get to decide upon plot lines and characters and just a lot of things where it gets to be interactive. So this is less of a passive television experience and more of kind of a fun playground.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. And so okay, first of all, I want to say that Candivan is spelled with an I
That's
versus
right.
a
Yeah,
Y.
that's right. Um, yeah, the URL for the Y was very expensive, and we wanted to set ourselves apart a little bit
Yeah.
uh, from the actual name Candivan.
Yeah. Well, I love the way it's spelled. And then I like the logo too. It's really cool. It's got, if people take a look at it, it's, the cursive, but I like it with the I instead of the Y action, personally. It's cool. It makes it one whole word. Candivan.
That's right, and we wanted to go that route because like this for one was very inspired by this concept of Pleasure Island from the movie Pinocchio, which is this place where you go to and you do all this debauchery, like there's drinking, there's smoking, there's all these sorts of things, but it
Uh-huh.
seems like a fun paradise.
Yeah.
And just really love kind of that vibe and that atmosphere. And plus, we really want to encourage creators to take chances and make things that are pushing things forward and challenging people's ideas.
Nice, nice. I love that. So that's where that's from. Well, then, and where is your original idea to even create this come from? The very original idea to create Candivan, the whole site.
Yeah. So when long time ago, I was hanging out with my friend Monet, and we were just talking about all these ideas for shows that we wish existed. And it reminded me of this movie that I saw growing up that I liked a lot, one called UHF, which is this movie with Weird Al where he gets this television station and he creates all these kind of just really fun, unique, weird ideas.
Uh-huh.
And we were just talking about how we wish something like that existed where people could just make all these things. And after that, I just started talking to a bunch of people, just talking to them about that. And it seemed like everyone had an idea for a TV show that they really wanted to make. Everyone just had like these really cool, unique ideas.
Yeah.
And it just made me wish that something like that really did exist. And cut to a whole bunch of years later, but it just, with the way that things are going and just this creativity that's coming out with this golden age of television and all these streaming sites and things going against the norm of the TV, it just seemed like, well, you know what, I've actually got to make this thing come true.
Oh, cool. So because of the combination of the current technology and this like idea you had from when you were like a kid, I guess, when you watched UHF?
Yeah. Kind of. Well, probably like, well, when I was a kid, I watched the movie, and then probably when I was like 20 was when I was pitching that idea around, which was well before YouTube and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. And then you were like, I'm going to merge the two, and this is perfect.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was an idea that's been growing for a really long time, and I just think that this is something that would benefit a ton of people, especially people who've always had the dream of creating something and making their own shows, but have always had that barrier in front of them because it is really, really hard to do that.
Yeah. So like how would somebody like get involved with Candivan? Like if somebody's a filmmaker and they hear this podcast and they're like, I'm going to check out Candivan. Well, first of all, how do we go to you? How do they contact you?
They can go to candivan.com and they can contact me at shows@candivan.com. Just remember Candivan with an I, and talk to me. But as far as pitching shows, we're going to be opening up for more pitches soon for shows, and pitches. We're going to shortlist and let viewers decide on what shows they want to see made. But we're about to do a Indiegogo campaign, and there's some options there where you can get into the pitch room. There's options there for getting your show shortlisted and automatically having it voted for by viewers. So if you go to our Indiegogo page, which if you go to our website, we'll have a link to it there, or you could just go to Indiegogo and search Candivan. We'll have a plethora of opportunities. There's also, if you are one of the higher donors, we will just automatically make your show.
Okay, gotcha. So right now you're still in the funding process of, is it up? Is Candivan up yet, or?
We have a site with a blog on it right now, and our blog is just full of filmmaking tips. We have a free ebook for anyone who joins our newsletter about how to sell your show to a network.
Cool.
But yeah, and we also have trailers for our shows up there right now. But
okay.
Once we finish the Indiegogo campaign, then we can actually launch the network.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So, that's probably what we should have said first in the beginning, that Candivan is like is a new network. That probably would have been good to say in the beginning.
Yeah, that was it. It's always these things that I forget about too.
Me too. But yes, okay, it's a network, which is awesome. And so, and you've got stuff up, but it's not fully launched yet. And so you've got an Indiegogo campaign that you're doing right now, or it's about to go?
It's about to go. We are going to launch it on April 10th, 2019. You're listening to this podcast in 2021. Sorry you missed it, but hopefully Candivan is up there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're launching it on April 10th. So I think that at that point in time, there should be lots of good prizes still available.
Yeah, cool. Today is April 4th. And so April 10th, when you're launching your Indiegogo, will be in 6 days. So, and how long is that? How long does that, first of all, woo! And then second of all, how long is it going to be, how long is your Indiegogo campaign lasting for?
We're going to have it run for 28 days.
Okay, cool. So people get on it in 28 days.
Yeah, you have 4 weeks.
Yes. After you get your tax refund check.
That's right.
If you want to.
My God.
Right. Okay, but so after Indiegogo campaign and it's successful and Candivan is up, how would people, in case people are listening to this podcast later, how would people be able to submit, if they're a filmmaker, how would they be able to submit a new show to Candivan Network?
So we are going to have pitch rooms open up at various times where you can come, you can submit your idea to us. We go through a process of kind of selecting the ideas that are the strongest. And this is something that select viewers will be able to help with too. And then once that's shortlisted, then all viewers can come in and actually vote on what shows they want to see made. So you're just going to go to Candivan and we will have these dates for the pitch rooms listed at all times.
That's cool.
We have different tiers of shows as well. So we are going to have some shows that are a little more premium, a little higher budget. And by higher budget, I mean just in the realm of $3,000 per episode. And then low budget shows, which are in the realm of $500 per episode that you get financed.
Nice.
And then we also are going to have an option too, where hopefully, and this won't be right at the beginning, but where you can submit shows you've already made, and viewers can select their favorite shows there too to become official Candivan shows, uh, to be financed, distributed by us. And you can also going to have an option where if you have a show written, that you'd be able to join our podcast network, which will hopefully happen in soon.
Nice.
And there you can have actors read your podcast scripts, and viewers can also decide which podcasts they want to be made into shows. So we want as many avenues as possible to be open to submit
That's
shows.
awesome. And then when people pitch and submit for podcast shows or, to be on the network, is that going to cost them money? How do they have to be a member to do this, or can they just pitch?
Anyone can just pitch. It's going to be open to anyone. The only real restrictions are that it's got to be, at least for right now, part of a show that going to be some sort of serialized show.
Gotcha.
But other than that, any and all ideas are welcome, but we have high preference for ideas that are doing something different, that are unique, and that nothing like that quite exists on TV yet.
Ooh, that's so cool. I love that. That's so awesome. And Candivan's going to be helping to fund these shows. If once somebody pitches and say their show gets shortlisted, and then the audience viewers vote on the shortlist, and say your show gets produced, Candivan will cover the cost of producing the show?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
That's our goal, and it's not going to be a huge budget. They're all low budgets, $3,500 per episode, but that is enough to get a start and to create something.
That is a huge benefit to so many filmmakers, because so many filmmakers, need funds, right?
Yeah, I totally feel that. Like, all the projects I've done, and I definitely did not have the funds available for that. I'm a teacher. For everything I've made, I just had to save up and save up and save up, and I would spend all my money on projects.
Yeah.
And the money part was always the biggest nightmare. And we want to be able to just create so many opportunities for people to not have to worry about that. For all the talented people out there who don't have these amazing connections and don't have thousands upon thousands of dollars to spend on their projects, opportunities for them to get to make their work.
That is awesome. I love that so much. That's so great. Yay! So we want to support you. Go to Indiegogo, April 10th, Candivan.
Yeah. Please do so. We've got lots of cool things too for like viewers who want to see things too. We've got tons of options. There's really cool ranks you can hit with Candivan, where you get all these things, like you can be in meetings and special events with casts and crews, and you get more voting power, and you get powers to like create the short list. And we have all that available too by going to our site. Plus, we have really cool things like one of our creators is going to be offering screenwriting classes, or to read your
I'm sorry, what I said ooh, and then it cut into what you were saying. So could you repeat that a little, please?
Okay, sure. So we have lots of different just like perks and stuff on our site. Like we have different ranks that you can hit, and some of them will allow you to go to like all these special events with cast and crew of shows, allow you more voting power, allow you to be the one to shortlist shows. One creator who is doing the show The Front Office has a ton of screenwriting experience, has made features, teaches writing. He's offering classes at a real bargain rate for joining to be extras in shows. And the grand prize, something I regret giving even before I list this site, is this is how dedicated I am to the campaign. I have no tattoos on me right now.
Yes.
But if you donate the highest amount, I will tattoo your name within a certain amount of characters onto me.
Do they get to choose where?
That I choose.
Oh, they don't get to choose where. Maybe if they quadruple their highest amount, they can choose where as well.
I'll think about that. Nothing in the face.
Well, cool. Wow, so you're going to get tatted by the highest donation person. Or with their name. Or something like that.
You're right.
Is that right?
Or your brand too, I'll tattoo on me if you prefer that.
Okay, cool. Oh my God, that's so funny. Is this a thing? Have people been giving you a hard time about not having tattoos?
I have heard that a few times, and I don't really care to get a tattoo. I just care to get this project off the ground.
Yeah.
Whatever, I'll have Bill or whatever your name is tattooed onto me if you're going to donate.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I personally love tattoos. I don't have any myself either, though, on me. But I love tattoos.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to do a crowdfunding campaign of your own, it's your opportunity.
It's something I'll think about for sure. That's one of the perks.
Sorry, do you have it mapped out in your mind what you would get if you did get a tattoo?
No, that's my problem is there's two problems, or not really problems, but two reasons why I haven't committed to getting a tattoo. Maybe three. One, they're really pricey. Tattoos cost a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah. Second is I have a problem committing to one image on my body forever. That's
right.
Hard, It's not like you can erase it. I guess you can kind of erase it now, But yeah, it's forever, right? So
right.
I have a commitment issue.
Look at that. I mean, it's hard to even find a band that you liked for your entire life, much less an image put onto your body that you want forever.
Yeah, for me. For other people, they can do it. But for me, I guess I'm a commitment phobic. And then the third part is the pain. I'm adverse to physical pain. I avoid it as much as possible.
That seems like good survival instinct.
Oh, but I do love tattoos. I love seeing the artistry, and I love seeing other people with gorgeous tattoos. I mean, they're just, beautiful. So yeah, I love them. Yeah. So I can't wait to see yours once you get when are you going to get it?
Soon after the campaign.
So a week or two after the campaign ends?
Yeah, or whenever I build the nerve to get it done, but definitely before the launch of the site.
Okay. All right. Cool. Our podcast is audio only, although I am recording in video. I don't have any makeup on, and I didn't do my hair or anything, but I might put it up on YouTube as a video podcast if you're okay with that. If you're okay with that.
I'd be fine with that.
Okay, cool. Although I'm gonna have to try to edit it because you're at a horizontal.
Oh yeah,
vertical.
Because I had the phone Skype.
Yeah.
And my phone's propped against things on my table.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's good. We got good reception. So anyways, but I'm saying maybe I'll put it on YouTube because or maybe I'll have you on again later after, because I would love to see the tattoo you're gonna get.
Well, I'll definitely have to show that to prove, especially to the fine people who donate to get it, that their name is now, or brand is now on me.
Yes, you just walk around flashing it. Anyways, okay, so I think that our time is close to being up. Is there any last, we definitely want to be able, if you could repeat how to help Candivan and how to contact you, if you could repeat that information, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Please check out our Indiegogo campaign by either going to Indiegogo and searching Candivan with an I, or going to candivan.com, which our link will be on there. I know not everyone has means to donate. There's still other ways that you can help out. Please join our newsletter. Follow us on Twitter or Instagram at Candivan TV. Just please spread the word, because that's the way we can make this happen.
Yeah. So you definitely, what's your social media handle? Your handles? Just
So
Candivan.
Twitter.com Candivan TV and Instagram.com Candivan TV, because both those places, apparently there's someone with the name of Candivan, I assume, who has already claimed them.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Candivan TV. That's cool. With an I.
With an I.
Okay, awesome. That's Twitter and Instagram. Apparently, it's Insta.
Instagram, yeah, Instagram.
Well, I mean, the younger people, I just met some younger people. I won't say my age, but they're younger, and they're like, Insta. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good alternative pronunciation of it that I've never thought of. But I mean, that's out of my generation.
Yeah. And now we're getting some weird feedback. All right, Chris, you were amazing and awesome. And thank you all for listening to the Actors Resource Podcast. I'd love to hear feedback. Please email me at holla@alicekwongactor.com or leave a review on iTunes. Thank you so much. Until next time. Bye.